see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Pulls and fires complete. That's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Sooners in the hurry-up. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Moore. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
Touchdown, Miami! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense and plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. If someone needs the dodge, someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hubs it downfield. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Pulls it in. It's Kearney. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Wheeler. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that we had.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to get the edge on the right. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Dropping back, it's Banks. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Pringle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Complete on the comeback. And that's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Williams will pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He now has 111 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Canes are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today, in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Gives it to the back on the draw. Gets it past the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Now improvising. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, create...
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Williams looking for a man. Dances away to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Pringle. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down.
Ready.
Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The incomplete pass brings up third down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads it left. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to... It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back?
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh.
Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kearney. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find...
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Finds his man. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Williams looking for a man. Using the quick game. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it's seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll run the toss. Creates a little space. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes to the right. Pass the tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
42, Oklahoma 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Makes the quick grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Let's go.
Calls his own number. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the option. Now the toss. Still running at the 35. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. The toss to the right. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
Offense gets set for second down.
Tanner.
Gets the back moving. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now facing a third and long.
27, jump.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go right back to him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows through the defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And the missed connection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Intercepted deep in his own end. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trucks through the defender. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
That is a...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.